the first day of spring, finally. And as of now, right now, it's about what, 81 degrees? 84 degrees outside. So it is a very glorious, beautiful, sunny day. And I can already feel the humidity a little bit.
That's right.
But
we're at the beautiful Wilsons Creek battlefield in Republic, Missouri. We're going to be doing a 5-mile walk around the battlefield. Gonna learn this one a little bit of American history.
yeah. Sorry about the noise back there. They're cutting the grass. So yeah. I really didn't want to waste the day, like this beautiful day, by being indoors. So we decided might as well, just go on a little hike. And we decided that the Wilsons Creek will be a great place to go. And
this is a good walk, actually. It's a lot of uphill, a lot of downhill. So it's good cardio for, fatties.
yeah, and along the way, you'll get to learn a little bit about history. And the battlefield that we're at right now, it was involved, or it had to do with the Civil War.
It's a Civil War.
It's a Civil War, yeah. So
1861, the Sterling Price campaign in Missouri, trying to reach St. Louis, trying to take over the state. Sterling Price eventually lost Missouri in the Civil War, but then he was elected governor. So,
hey,
because we're racist,
babe.
it's Missouri, not us.
No, but you cussed.
It's hot.
So, yeah, I'm excited for this. I like learning about history. I'm not I don't know, for some reason I can't really sit in a classroom and just hear the teacher teach. I'm a visual learner, so I like going to museums, I like watching videos, I like being at the place where the event actually happened. So I'm excited to do this 5-mile little hiking trail thing. So just walking when we noticed this little cemetery. Yeah, the previous video that I had posted or shared with you was a couple what was it? There's a house.
Used to be a house.
It used to be a house, and yeah, and just a couple steps down, there's a little cemetery here.
Yeah. I want you to notice some of these grave markers are just simple rocks, or really small ones. And what a lot of those are is because of child mortality rates back then. A lot of these are stillborn children or children that died very, very young.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh my!
Unmarked graves for children that weren't even old enough to have a name.
Oh my. And there's a lot of them. Well,
Then,
some of them are engraved.
some of them are, yeah.
Like this one, it says JJE.
Yep. See that?
Yeah, barely.
I think that was a month-old baby.
Oh my.
I think that says January to December. Or what is that? I can't read it. Less than a year old, I think.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, baby.
I don't care. Born 1790. Died 18. 67 years old was really old back then.
Alicia P., son of E.R. and
Son of Edgar.
oh, Edgar. Okay.
Edgar Couch. 1866 to 1880.
Yeah.
So, well, there you go. There was a son who died at the age of 14.
Man. I just didn't realize that.
People got sick and they just died.
It kind of reminds me like back when they had, or when I saw this meme and it said like how back in the old days there wasn't like any medical, like you just died if you got sick.
You did. Most of the casualties in the Civil War were due to infections and sickness. What would happen was is that you would get hit by these mini balls, and those just lead balls.
Yeah.
And you were wearing these thick wool coats.
Yeah.
And so the bullet would go through you, it would hit you, and it would push that clothing in. Well, you didn't have laundry mats, you wash your shirts in the creek when you could. So this dirty shirt got pushed into your wound and got infected. And all they could do is that if you got hit in the arm, they'd chop off your arm. But they didn't have antibiotics. So you'd get an infection, you'd die.
Oh my gosh.
Most of those battles were, most of the deaths in Civil War were infections, disease. It wasn't until they invented penicillin that, it helped out.
True. Although some people are allergic to that now.
Then you have other antibiotics.
True.
Amoxicillin. Shit.
No, that was like quite a climb.
A few hundred feet up.
Oh, there's a fly on me. So this is Ray's house.
Right up.
The Ray family's house. Okay.
And the camera. You got the house here.
Yeah.
Now we should pan down there. And you know that little shed that you're looking at down there?
Yeah. Right there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's the spring house.
Okay.
Alright? Now
Alright.
what that was is they had Wilson's Creek come through this valley and it ran right through that shed.
Oh, okay.
Now that's like a concrete bunker, so nice cool water flowing through it. Which means like that was like the kind of like the refrigeration process.
Okay.
So that's where, so in that house you keep your milk, things that would spoil. And of course that's where you go get your water.
Right.
So let me ask you this. If you wanted a glass of water back then, you live in this house, you want a glass of water, you better walk your ass all the way down that hill and get that glass of water. And then walk back up.
Oh my gosh. That is just way too much. Kind of sucks that I have to like walk a mile there and back just to get water.
Not
or
a mile,
food.
but it would be like
Well,
a half
it
mile back,
seems.
round trip.
Yeah. Well, still.
But yep.
Yes. Hi there on the left hand side.
This is a cute little place.
Max.
Oh my.
Okay, you see it? Well, I think that thing is that same thing right there.
Hi, Matt.
It's pretty small.
The
You see
that one.
on the dresser there, that bowl with a pitcher?
Yeah.
That's how you wash up.
Just with that?
Yep, you have that bowl full of water from the creek. You have a towel. Wash up right there before bed.
They would beat it.
Wow.
What happens is you hang a rug like over a clothesline.
I noticed that there's like a little,
It's a little baby crib.
no, like over there.
The little shed.
Yeah.
That's probably later built. That's just to hold the electrical stuff.
Oh, well, that'll make sense.
See it that time?
Yeah, little baby crib.
Wow.
2 beds in a bed, you shared bedroom with your brothers and sisters. Probably 2 kids in a bed.
Well, I think that's.
I did that. trees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yep. A lot of them.
Yeah, just made up a few apple trees. Let's see. Yep, John Ray watched the first stage of the Union defeat from the porch behind you. At 6:30 in the morning, soldiers appeared in the cornfield. The cornfield is the fenced high ground in front of you. Up there.
Okay.
Just beyond the spring house. From the right, King Captain Joseph B. Plummer's 300-man regular army battalion. Sent by General Nathaniel Lyon to secure the federal left flank, Plummer had observed the Pulaski, Arkansas artillery mauling the main Union line on Bloody Hill.
So like over there.
But to the left, about 900 Louisiana infantry and Arkansas dismounted riflemen stood in their way. The clash was short and decisive. Confederate Colonel James McIntosh inspired a daring charge through the corn that sent the United States regulars running back to the creek. Only the Union artillery on Bloody Hill kept the Southerners from annihilating Plummer's battalion. So yeah, see the Confederates coming in, or I'm sorry, the Union coming in from the left. The Confederate camp was over here, so they were well equipped. They had 900 dudes, and so from the porch over here.
From that porch,
Yep.
he was able to see.
John Ray watched the Union guys just get annihilated and chased all the way back.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's scary.
That is really scary.
In the middle of his cornfield, nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, I would be pretty scared. I would be mostly worried about like.
Get out of my corn, you jerks!
Exactly.
Y'all quit that shooting now.
Oh. I would be really worried.
We're gonna take that corn to the market. Here, let's go shot that house. Oh, I just snorted a bug.
Ew.
Yeah,
The house.
it's a cute house.
It's a cute little house. Yeah, we are not able to go inside in it today because there's no one there. But we're kind of hoping that one day we will. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna live there. Let's live
Good
there.
luck.
And go over and kick their butts. Sadly.
Headquarters, where they hold like battery,
Yep, all the cannons set
all the
over here.
cannons. And then over there was the
Bloody Hill.
Bloody
Hill, and the valley between here and Bloody Hill was where the Federals came in to try to sneak attack on the Confederates. But they ended up spotting them, and the cannons held them off just long enough for the Confederates to come, regroup, and start counterattacking.
Interesting. So a lot of the battle was fought here, you said. Huh. In some ways, it kind of reminds me of like Little House on a Prairie.
Well, actually, those books took place around here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Laura Ingalls Wilder, she grew up in, I think near Marshfield.
No way. Huh.
Took place here.
I had no idea.
Sigel's attack here on the southern end of the battlefield.
It's over there.
Union soldiers commanded by Colonel Franz Sigel mounted a surprise attack on the Confederate camps. Let's see. The battle plan called for a Sigel to attack from the south while General Lyon attacked from the north. On the morning of the battle, Sigel's men occupied the ridge across the creek to your left. Across the creek.
It's over there.
Up on the ridge.
Okay.
When General Lyon's cannon opened fire to the north, Sigel began shelling the 2,300 Confederate cavalrymen camped here in Sharp's cornfield. And he was over here with cannons, shooting them into the camp. These dudes were sleeping.
Oh my
And they got
gosh.
woken up by cannon fire. Exploding shells rained on the camps, and the startled rebels retreated to the north behind you. They took off that away. By 7:30, Sigel had crossed the creek and entered the far end of the field in front of you. Behind you, drawn up on the line of battle stood Colonel Elkanah Green's Texas Cavalry Regiment, ready to stop the Union advance, but shelling from Sigel's artillery forced the Texans back, allowing Sigel to advance to your right and rear to position blocking the Wire Road. So over the course of a morning, they came from across the creek, across this field here, up on this hill, while the Confederates, who got woken up, booked it north, where they were able to then hook up with Price's men, regroup, and then counterattack.
Interesting.
All right, you remember Sigel?
Yeah.
The Union guy who came across the creek and woke up all those Confederates? Well, he chased them all the way across the field here. And those Confederates ran over to Price's men, camped down here. And you see this is Sigel's artillery spot. This is where their final place. So they sat up here at the crest of the hill and rained down artillery on the Confederates. And they had the infantry run in and attack down here at the base of Bloody Hill. And this is where the major part of the battle happened and the most guys lost their lives.
So next stop is basically Bloody Hill.
Bloody Hill. Climax of the battle. You notice how rocky this ground is?
Yeah.
This isn't very good for growing anything. So this is probably just flat grass. We're charging up it at your enemy. He's shooting back at you. Yeah, at the top of this hill, there's cannons aimed down at you. So you're just running right into cannon fire. This is the most bloody part of the battle right here.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize that we were already at Bloody Hill so fast.
This is it. We're climbing right here.
I mean,
Huh?
so they had to climb all of this.
This is where they did the final charge of Bloody Hill. There's cannons sitting up top of the hill, firing down at you as you're charging. And eventually, they pushed the Union back. The charge was successful. The Confederates ended up winning this one technically, but they suffered a lot of losses. It wasn't much of a victory. They lost a lot of people, horses, supplies, ammo, and then they just kept limping northeast of St. Louis until they finally got pushed back around in Ironton, the Battle of Fort Davidson. And Missouri stayed with the Union.
Well, there you have it. Yeah, that is probably the most scariest thing now, coming up here and seeing those two cannons. Holy cow.
You cross the top of the hill and you got two cannons waiting for you.
Oh, that is really scary, not thinking about it. Well, we did it. 5 miles. Took us 3 hours, about 3 hours, but we did it. It
was brutal.
Well, I mean, it was like 85 degrees.
Yeah, it's like the first hot day of the year, so it's like, it's not like we're acclimated to that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it was really cool seeing all those things. Like, I mean, I kind of wanted to see a little bit more of Bloody Hill, but like, I was just too tired. I was not in the mood. I was too tired. I was too hot.
You guys should have seen Letty when the camera was off. Oh my god.
Well, because my water got like extremely warm.
She went on a rant for like 10 minutes about her water being too warm. I was like, no. No duh. Sorry.
So, I mean...
My head hurts because I'm drinking warm water.
Yeah, I don't like warm water. I like cold water. But we did it. We finally made it back safe and sound. And we were able to take a breather. They had water fountains inside, so I was able to fill mine up again.
Totally.
Yeah, and...
Over here?
Yes, sir.
Pretty cool?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Pretty brutal walk today with this humidity.
Oh, is it bad?
Yeah.
You got COPD, I don't know if you can make a walk then.
They drive it, but it closes at 5.
I'll close the 5?
Yes, sir.
Alright, well,
Sorry, man.
at least you know where it's at. Thanks, bud.
Uh-huh.
No problem. So, yeah, with the sun, I mean, either way, I still don't regret walking that much, even though it was like really hot and brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was really worth. Yeah, it was really worth it. It was really worth. Kind of like imagine what all the, you know, what everybody went through during the battle. Yeah, and kind of like have that image in your head, unlike how it all went out. And like the sun, it was like really, like it was beaming really high, like
It was a hot
Yeah.
day. It was humid.
yeah, like we got red, we got sunburnt, and I got a tan that would probably last me for about, I would say 3 or 4 months. I did say that I always wanted a tan, so I got it. Well, I'm gonna end the vlog here. So,
Bye.
see ya. No, but like, whew. What I mean is like actually be able to like have like a big open porch.
Like my house?
Yeah, but we don't sit there.
Because I don't have a rocking chair.
Well, we should get one.
Well, next place we get, if it has a big old porch, I'm going to get some rocking chairs.
Okay.
That's a must.
Yes.
That's a bowling pitcher. That's not what they're looking for. You know what that white thing